Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls?
I was just thinking about my future. Is Ragu...
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A light? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganese can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you... Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha! As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. And they answered. The body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food. But why Laura's salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though, and the Order's doctrines never quite took hold. Acting, however.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get back?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during... Stages sprang up on every corner of the city. Performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Even on rainy nights, you could still hear music playing. Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with... those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb. And then, she really did leave us. The current Primus took her, the Order's grip tightened, and the Carnival performances were reduced. 1 year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wing ray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch Golden.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage.
But that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection? Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era, facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our... Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten is what the...
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit discords in the...
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinasita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe...
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival. Our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bartolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find a way to get him down. We might need your help with this. Tara should have some useful items in her box. We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bartolino, or catch him for a soft landing. But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troop members.
Ветер усиливается.
Sailors cheer as hearts ignite. Soon we'll break these chains so tight. Said the Cloudcaster. Oh, I use its base as a desk. Here it is. Careful.
I'd rather be a wild flower, ignored by all in my own cloudcaster. Here, the resonance unit. It helps me find the right pitch and rhythm. Works like a charm.
Come on, fish. Come to my net. Yeah, I borrowed the reel for me. We scavenge all sorts of stuff from the beach and fix them up as needed. Nothing goes to waste.
Good. We have all the parts now. Time. Everything's set for takeoff.
Let's position a cloud cushion beneath Mr. Bardolino. Then we'll pop the balloons and bring him down safely. Although we might need a bigger cushion.
The Cloudcaster's resonance unit responds to song. The louder our singing, the more
In that case... All right, friends, old and new. Bullseye! How about showing off that aim again with the rest of the balloon? Almost done!
Thank you, dear girl. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of my dearest wishes. Please, I'll gladly give you my most prized.
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance. Did I miss anything?
Oh my, oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor. Thank you.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta. You have my...
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss? Yes, thank you. The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest. You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know. I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines. Alienation, monopolization, just a few tricks up their sleeve. Their alliance with the Fraxidus speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of the Carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, has been secluded in the heavens, cut off from the mortal realm. At that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets. A dragon roared from the sky, and a sea behemoth raged, summoning towering waves. Do any clues come to mind?
The remnant cloud spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate these disasters. The Order and the Fraxidus are allies. To prevent the Carnival's sabotage, we must stop them. But what is their motive?
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build legitimacy.
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence, faith in the Order has waned. They must be desperate to restore that trust.
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications. If the Carnival proceeds unhindered, how would it affect the Order? The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One, the Sentinel's Resonator. However, based on the prophecy we found at the Carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel. Normally, a successful Carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, To sabotage it while still maintaining their authority. The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the Carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public. So far, you've helped us crush 3 of their schemes, but one remains. We have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated, and the Fraxidus are setting up their final plan. With their whereabouts unknown, we'll need, from what I've noticed, you're not one to act passively or pin your hopes on others. You prefer to strike first and steer. Winning the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's resonator may also be present, so...
Our aim has always been clear. To restore the Carnival to its former... If the Divine truly exists, would they wish to see their people living without freedom? If we win the laurel, we'll show that such punishment is absurd. But if that's truly their design, whether divinity exists or not, we will fight for Raguna's freedom, where everyone has the right to live and pursue a future of their own choosing.
The Montellis share this vision. Only in a free society can a fair and open market thrive. However, the troop alone is too weak. The family is under close watch and our enemy hides in the shadows. We need your strength to find our way forward. Thank you. I'm pleased we've reached an agreement once more.
All right, what should we do now?
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, you've seen the troop's unique approach to combat, haven't you? That...
I can see our friend here is still a bit confused. No worries, my dear girl. Speaking of which, Ms. Carlotta, would you...
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must confess I may be a bit out of practice. We don't know what challenges we'll face, so your help will be needed, Miss Carlotta. Plus, it's a chance for you to get to know if you insist.
Wonderful! As the festivities continue, if you're both ready, please join us on the stage of the Our rehearsals are rather straightforward. No scripts, just pure intuition and our sense. For our improvised comedy, we start with a theme. From there, we build our lines and act on the fly.
But with the limitless capacity for human creativity at play, the plot can sometimes veer into the, well, unconventional. To prevent things from... Pardon my interruption, but I'm quite curious. What sort of bizarre plots have you encountered? Well, something like a humble craftsman from a small town sets sail on a rainy night, stumbles upon ancient ruins, is reincarnated with superpowers, and then decides to conquer. So, we draft a basic outline that assigns roles and guides the plot's direction.
And this time, our outline is: a kingdom is attacked, monsters run rampant, and the Demon King has kidnapped the Holy Maiden. A few brave heroes accept the minister's quest to defeat the Demon King and rescue her. This outline holds special meaning. We want to pay tribute to the play once performed by the Blessed Maiden herself, which was also about a hero facing a Demon King.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled, heroes appear in a time of crisis, justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are undefeatable. This is the tale the Blessed Maiden once told, and it's a universal story we want to portray.
To me, the world is a stage, and performing is much like combat. Coordinated movements, quick thinking. What I'm getting at is that you both are very skilled and capable. We don't have many do's and don'ts. So relax. This rehearsal is to help you get familiar with basic stage movements, techniques, and the troupe style, and to build good rapport.
Exactly. I'll handle the stage lighting, Brant will narrate, and the rest will take on the role of the audience.
If you're ready, let's begin. Everyone, a big round of applause to welcome the Rover and Miss Carlotta on stage! All right, next I'll spin the prologue of our tale, setting the scene for how our brave heroes first crossed paths. Once upon a time, a hero roamed the world. Undaunted by the lack of a divine vessel, she embarked on a perilous journey across tempestuous seas. Alone in the dark, a young girl of untethered spirit soared against towering barriers with wings of defiance. The winds of fate brought them together. As the world teetered on the brink of absolute darkness, they found solace in each other's gaze. Together they became unshakable allies, standing strong against the tides of fate. Even if light were to fade from the world and the stars cease to shine, they would still blaze like the sun forever. Bravo! Bravo! Seeing your chemistry, I decided to take a little creative liberty with the story. Anyway, it didn't stray too far. The thrill of improvisation is in its unpredictability. There's always a rush of excitement with every...
Your movements were seamless, elegant, and powerful. I'm confident you'll shine at the carnival.
Thank you. It was all thanks to you. You inspired me and kept my spirits high.
You'll master it in no time, I'm sure. All right, that's enough for today. Let's save the grand reveal for the Carnival. Oh, and speaking of which, there's still something we need to prepare for you.
You mean the essential item for the carnival performance?
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything.
Oh, so it's handled then. I can't wait to see it.
I have a small gift for you. Let's head back to Raguna together, shall we? this way. Please, follow me.
Where are we going?
Please allow me to keep that a secret for now. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. But here's a hint. You've been there before.
Oh, dear Lady Carlotta, thank the Sentinel you are finally back. I was just about to close up shop to prepare for tomorrow's...
You have completed my request, haven't you?
Of course, Lady Carlotta. You should have more faith in my skills. Here you are.
A small token of my appreciation. Abby, I have something for you as well.
Wow, really? I get a gift too? You're so nice.
Ah, so that's why Lady Carlotta was so insistent on using only the finest materials and meticulous craftsmanship for this piece. For a moment, I feared she lost faith in my skills and was plotting to hand over the shop to someone else. Now I see why this little creation was so important to you, Lady Carlotta.
Nyala, you do have a flair for dramatics. Anyway, why don't you unwrap it?
This is...
I took the liberty of having Nyala custom make this mask based on my impression of you. I hope it suits your taste. I'm pleased you like it. The carnival is a splendid reverie, and the mask is its passport. May it help you navigate.
We will, for sure.
May I take a bit more of your time? Walk with me through Ragunna tonight. I have some... Ragunna. The sapphire that crowns Solaris. The waters of Ragunna serve as a mirror, reflecting the countless faces of this city, much like our own reflections. The people of Ragunna possess a temperament akin to the tides, ever-changing. We like to describe ourselves as drifters of currents. For to us, drifting is not a negative attribute. It speaks to opportunity, to potential. I find it quite charming, much like your alias Rover seems to promise. There was a time when the currents swept us into the jaws of uncharted waters, where relentless storms and my family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play. Our intentions might not be as grandiose or ominous as you think. We seek liberation. Legend has it that when people first arrived on this island, Genesis Nexus was already here. The prevailing belief is that the Sentinel gifted us this technology. And despite nobody ever seeing the Sentinel in person, we talk with them through supposed telepathy. Notice anything strange about that story? Terminals conjure up echoes, and the Genesis Nexus allows the Raganese if the Genesis Nexus was present when the first settlers arrived, who built it? And really, if no one's ever laid eyes on the Sentinel, how can we be so sure that statue really represents them? It seems to me the Order might have spun us a tale, hiding the true origins behind their grand myths. No, we have no ambitions to rule or to renounce our faith. And really, this city should not be ruled by any one entity. The hour grows late. I have arranged accommodations for you at Palazzo Agrotta in the south. Let us walk. Think of it as a bedtime tale. I learned it from the troupe. It's about... Once, the Blessed Maiden was just a simple peasant girl. During the Sentinel's gratitude rite, the young Fleur-de-Lis managed to sneak past the guards and drink the sacramental wine. Every drop. Perhaps it was the intoxicating wine in Eglatown, or simply her lack of experience with spirits. But swaying on her feet, she ascended the ceremony's grand platform, lifted her threadbare dress, and began a rather ungainly dance. Seizing the sacred horn, she played a carefree folk tune, dodging the guards and weaving through the crowd with surprising agility. Remarkably, the crowd, as if drawn by an unseen force, followed her lead, transforming the solemn Naturally, the Order was less than pleased. The pilgrim's sale did not yet exist, so Fleur-de-Lis faced 3 days of confinement. During that time, she used her prison walls as a camp. That unforgettable day of disordered revelry left a lasting mark. Is it not remarkable? A rebellious girl, chosen by the Sentinel to become the Blessed Maiden. If the Sentinel indeed permitted such a girl to serve as their spokesperson, it suggests that all this joyous revelry is not something they disdain. Perhaps they too enjoy poetry, painting, tears, laughter, romantic tales of nights, and dancing amidst crowds, much like ourselves. The people of this island came from diverse civilizations now lost to time, but through plays and tradition, they sought to preserve memories of their heritage. In the past, while the clash of cultures led to conflict, the Raganese united through faith, restoring balance even if precarious. To maintain this unity, we've always needed both a sentinel and a play based on a shared legend that gives us roles. Yet this play has endured for so long that we've become defined by our roles. Noble, commoner, believer, merchant. What was meant to unite us now stifles us. Now, we yearn for a day when we can truly set aside our titles and positions, express our true selves, and join together in celebration. Yes, born from hope and idealism, it reminds the Raganese of our initial vision of equality and freedom. It also affirms our true worth. While the Order's true intentions remain unclear, we are certain their influence has already eroded the very foundations of our society. People revere the divine figure the Order has constructed, yet they also live in fear of punishment. Legends become accomplices in fostering ignorance, and faith becomes the loyal executioner of cruel punishment. An invisible cage has trapped us all. Speaking of freedom within a cage is absurd. Fear and ignorance are our foremost enemies. year's carnival will spark a flame fierce enough to burn down that cage. Rest well, and tomorrow we shall take the stage together at the carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Welcome. Lady Carlotta already notified us of your arrival. Understood.
Прими помощь. Когда возникает проблема, я четко чувствую цель. Чем больше я узнаю тебя, тем больше замечаю сходство между нами.
Долой занавес!
Нам хватит этого. Скажи мне, если понадобится что-нибудь еще. Нашлось что-то полезное?
Загрузка.
Когда возникает проблема, я четко чувствую цель. Цинлун восстанет, монстр отпрянет. Каждый ребенок в Цинчжоу знает этот стишок наизусть. Моя вера в деяниях сильна.
Предоставь это мне.
Не волнуйся.
Долой занавес!
Когда возникает проблема, я четко чувствую цель. И где-то так нашлось что-то полезное. Когда возникает проблема, я четко чувствую цель. И вместо того, чтобы впасть в
Тень, следуй!